Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay. We from.
What's going down, sports fans? What it do? It's your boy, Marley Betts. Got another video from Brothers and Betts, live action. As always, got my brother from another mother, the coach here with me. He doing the backgrounds, behind the scene things. He gonna join us in the secco. Let's talk about it yesterday, fellas. Let's talk about it. What happened? We lost Kyrie. Kyrie, man. Can't predict that kind of shit. What's going down, LJ? What's up, United Dave? God damn it, United Dave, you goddamn right, Spain dominant. Hey, United Dave, you didn't got your boy into this damn UEFA. I've been up since goddamn early this morning. I didn't watch goddamn Scotland. I didn't watch goddamn Slovakia. I've been on this shit all morning. Portugal money line bet, the house on who Portugal playing? I would have bet the house on Spain. You had me up last night doing my little research. I was researching all up this morning, trying to figure out who going down. They playing Hungary. Oh yeah, they gonna beat the shit out of Hungary. I'm with it. I'm riding. What's up, people in the chat? See y'all chiming in. What's going down? We're about to jump into it. Going over this UEFA with United Dave. Hey, United Dave 4-0, man. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Man is 4-0 so far on giving his plays for the UEFA Championship. I've been riding. I'm going to continue to ride with my man. We on Portugal tomorrow. United Dave, I took Scotland, bro. I lost that one. I know you didn't recommend that play. I was just, like I said, I was doing my own little shit. Fucking gave up that goal early. And fucking, I hope bounced off the pole, hit his back, and went in. That shit was crazy. But oh boy, with the nutmeg to get through him, like, god damn. But hey, I'm into it. I'm into it, and I'm liking it. Nah, Scotland is rubbish. That's why I didn't play. I feel you. What's going down, Hebrew Prince? What can I get on the soccer plays? Hey, they right here, man. United Dave been giving us all the goddamn soccer plays, and he been on the money. You know what I'm saying? France versus Germany, huge game. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go with France, but Germany is class. Look, I'm using the words the commentators have been using. Real class out there, mate. It's real class. Germany got some class, but yes, I'm rocking with France. I'm going with the Frenchmen. 76ers and Utah with the points. I'm gonna surprise y'all today. France money line, exactly. I'm on France. What's going down, Coach?
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
United Dave went 5-0, bro.
5-0. I missed the game.
5-0.
United Dave 5-0. France money line. He says we on Portugal tomorrow. France, Germany, big game. Hey, that France, the fucking group France, was that France, Germany, and Portugal? Hey, that's a group. That's the group of death right there, bro.
That's a tough ass group right there.
Where the money line guy, he cool. He talk about money line. I be trying to get money line in, man. Money line is he corporate, so sometimes it's hard to get him on the show. Sometimes he act like he a little more corporate than he is, why we don't never see his face and shit. But you know what I'm saying? That's money line. That's the OG of the shit. So I sent him the link. Hopefully he joined us. I send him the link every time. You know, if he got time, he'll chime in. I talked to him earlier though. France winning the whole thing or getting to the final at least. That's what I've been hearing.
Man, I fucked up Saturday morning. Who did I took? Early in the early soccer game.
You real low. Hey, y'all let me know if that's me or is that coach that's low. Can y'all hear him? Or is it just on my end? Because sometimes it just be on. See, now you clear. Like you was robot voice and shit, but now you clear.
Yeah, because I was texting. I'm texting Moneyline saying people asking for you, bitch. Get on the show.
Yeah, I can barely hear you too. They say you low.
All right, I'm gonna step out. I'm gonna step back in.
All right, bet. Once Coach come back in, we'll get back on today's action. So let's talk about yesterday though. So Kyrie got hurt. We can't predict that. I think we would have been good. But god damn, Kyrie got hurt. That kind of hurt us for the season. But we hit under first half, under full game. So bam, and then we cash on the Suns minus the 3. So overall, it wasn't a bad day. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, sound like he's speaking underwater. I know, I know. So yeah, man. Hey, they cost me too, man. They cost me with that. I mean, I'm not mad because I guess Kyrie got hurt. It's not nothing that you would say Giannis did that on purpose. Hey, I don't know, but I'm not mad because that's how. I mean, we can't predict that shit. You know what I'm saying? We can't predict no fucking injury. Like it hurt because we lost, but like I said, I hit the under first half, under full game. So ultimately, I came all right after that game. You know what I'm saying? And then we cashed Suns, dog. I knew that was just. I ain't gonna say that was easy money,
It was
but
easy.
it's just no Murray, dog. It was nothing they can do. You know what I'm saying?
I'm pissed about that game because I took the first half first half Suns, and then I took the second half Suns, and they started playing around with it. I'm thinking like, come on, man, we're gonna blow them out. You know, I emptied my whole account on that 25 to win 22.
I know. I saw you posted. I saw it.
Man, that shit pissed me off. They started playing around with these motherfuckers, dog.
That three with like what 48 seconds or like a minute or something like that left.
Yeah, that was cool. I think it was like 30.
30 seconds. It was close.
He
I think
dropped
it was like
that
40, 48 or some shit like that.
But what really did me, dog, was when that quick 4-0 run that the Suns went on. Not the Suns, excuse me, the Nuggets. Like real quick, we up, boom, we up like 13.
I would say it was up like 11 with like a minute left, nigga.
No, nigga. At one point, with a minute 56 left, they was up 13. I'm like, cool, that's in the bag. I just needed them to win by 8. Man, them niggas let them boys go down, get an easy layup, then had a sloppy inbound pass. Booker let the man go, and they get a fucking foul. That fucked me, dog. Then we up 8.
Miles Bridges throw that dumbass pass that gets stole.
Exactly. And then we up 8 with the Booker at the free throw. He misses it to make it 9. So at that moment, I'm like, oh, this is bad. This is bad. Nigga come down and hit that 3. I'm like, come on, dog. Damn.
That's when they cut it to like 5, huh? To hit that 3, something like that.
They cut it to 5. They fouled, hit the free throws, boom. They was at 7. I was just like, man, I need another quick 5. They just they gave up, bro. They were like, man, this game over with. We won. We them niggas. We advancing. That fucked me out, but it is what it is, man. Got to bounce back today. I'm trying to think of what that game that I took a soccer game Saturday morning, early morning. I put like 600 on them. I can't think of the name.
United
on soccer. It was the early game before the Belgium.
Yesterday or today?
No, this was Saturday, and I already knew.
Italy?
Nah, it was Switzerland. Switzerland versus Wales. I took.
I straight off that.
I took Switzerland. Right, Switzerland go up, boom. They come out at half. They score 49 minute mark. They have 1-0. So I'm like, okay, cool, bet I'm Gucci. I come back at the 78-minute mark. Wales then tied it off some fluke shit. Even the announcers was like, yo, there's some fluke shit, and yeah, that fucked me. So I was pretty pissed about that, dog. Then the UFC, I don't even want to get started on UFC. So. Ready to focus on these games today, though. How you feeling?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I feel great, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I lost today, fucking with that UEFA, fucking with plays that United Dave did not recommend for us to be fucking with.
Yeah.
Just too carried away. Hey, I did the same. That's exactly what I'm talking about right now, Isaiah. Fucked off on Poland, and took that L. But I got it back with Spain. But you know the odds weren't good with Spain. They was like minus fucking 270. So it wasn't like that was a major, bounce back. But it left me enough to do what I needed to do today.
Shit, low key.
If I lose today, I got to make a deposit.
Low key might need to bring Dave on this mug. Dave,
Hey,
we
we
gonna have to
hey,
stream
we might
y'all.
need to, dog. No bullshit. Hey, Dave, man, we might need you to post your availability in the chat, man. We might have to do a UEFA, at least for the next round. If we can't get it this round, we might need to do some UEFA videos, Dave, if you got time and if you down. You got WhatsApp? Hey, let me know if you got WhatsApp, Dave, because I got WhatsApp. We can text through WhatsApp where it's not international. Portugal tomorrow. Oh, my bad. Money line, facts. I'm all over it. I'm all over it. Cristiano, let's rock. Let's
All
rock.
right.
Let's rock. Let's rock.
Well, let's jump right into
Um,
action for today.
yeah, let's
Unless you
get
got,
into it.
we got game 4. This game 4 or 5. This what
Bet
is it?
that United
Game.
Dave. I got you. We'll link United Dave. I'm a can we private message United Dave?
What is he on Twitter? Yeah, he be hitting me up all the time on Twitter.
All right, United Dave. Send coach your number. I'm gonna hit you up on WhatsApp. It's gonna be a 702 Las Vegas number. Well, I'm gonna just say this Marley bets anyway. But I'm gonna hit you. We'll put that together for the next round.
This game 4, right? Or 5?
This is game 4. Queen, the play for tomorrow is Portugal. And this is game 4.
All right. Well, let's get right into it. This line opened up in favor of the 76ers. -3. That line it's kind of in the same way, but I just checked UWager before we got on. They got it at 3.5. The total opened up at 225. Right now, that line is a consensus is at 225.5. 76ers, they're 55-25 on the year, 43-33-4 against the spread, while the Atlanta Hawks are 46-34 on the year, 44-35-1 against the spread. Get these actual factuals real quick. The 76ers, they're 5-2 against the spread in the last 7 games. They're overset 5 out of the last 6. They're 16-4 straight up in the last 20 games this season. 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games against Atlanta. 4-1 straight up in the last 5 games against Atlanta, against the spread. Excuse me. They overset 4 out of the last 6 when Philly's on the road, but they're 1-6 against the spread in the last 7 games when playing on the road against the Hawks. They're 8-2 straight up in the last 10 games against the Eastern Conference opponent, and 14-3 straight up in the last 17 games against a Southeast Division opponent. Atlanta Hawks, they're 7-3 against the spread in the last 10 games. They're underset 8 out of the last 11. They're 12-4 straight up in the last 16 games this season. They overset 8 out of the last 12 games against Philly. They're 13-1 straight up in the last 14 games at home. 6-1 against the spread in the last 7 games when playing at home against Philly. 8-3 straight up in the last 11 games against an opponent in the Eastern Conference. 4-2 against the spread in the last 6 games against the Atlantic Division. And the under has hit 4 out of the last 6 times when the Hawks are underdogs. Injury reports, Danny Green, as we saw over the weekend, he is out indefinitely. That's going to be a big loss from a defensive standpoint and for shooting them threes. Embiid is probable for today's game. His knee is still bugging him, but guarantee he's going to be playing. And the major injury for the Hawks right now is losing Hunter, and it's kind of showing it's fucking up their whole rotation right now. Over the weekend, 76ers, they demolished the Hawks 127-111. Hawks, game 4, hosting 76ers. What you got, Marley? They on 2 days of rest. So what we got?
Yeah. So look, every game this series I've been on the 76ers except once. And that was the last game. And that was primarily because I thought Embiid was hurt. Yeah, they say he has a torn meniscus, but shit, it don't look like it to me. Nigga still walking out there averaging 30. So with that being said, if Embiid is healthy, I'm going to take him to be healthy. He's playing today. And from what I've seen, they can't stop Embiid, bro. There's no exactly 90 days. 90 days just hit the money on the head right there. There's no answer for Embiid. Because the only thing that I've seen happen is they start the game, Embiid gets Capella in foul trouble. That nigga go to the bench. It fuck up their offense because they can't do the high screen pick and roll with Capella and Trae Young no more. And that's how they've been killing all fucking playoffs. I put that earlier because I saw Isaiah Bryant post that stat. That whole was just amazing. Even though we're doing basketball, I figure I was going to jump on it. So appreciate that, Isaiah. But yeah, so I got the Sixers here, bro. I got them on the money line for the. I got them on a -3 I caught it before it went to 3.5. I really don't like the hook. I feel like it's a desperation play for Atlanta because I feel like if Atlanta lose this game, I mean, personally, if Embiid is healthy, it's already over. Personal opinion, but if they lose today, it's over. It's no way they're coming back 3-1. They're not going to beat this Philly team 3 straight times. So if they lose today, it is a wrap. It's a desperation game. But I just don't think, I don't care how hard they play. If you ain't got to answer for a nigga that, it's like, if you ain't got to answer for a nigga that can dunk on you, what you gonna do? How you gonna stop him from dunking on you? Like, he just get in the paint and do what the fuck he want to do. Ain't nobody's no. I don't even know who Atlanta backup center is. So once he get can say he been balling since he toured. So
Man,
once he get,
look.
if he get Capella, even if he don't get Capella in foul trouble, like do anybody honestly think Capella can stop Embiid 1-on-1? Like, we had Capella here for a number of years, and like, he good, he's solid. He might be even the top 5, top 6 center, but he too light in the ass to fuck with Embiid. And like, Embiid just like, get out the way, little nigga, I'll dunk on you. Boom, foul. What you gonna do? What else you gonna do? And then Trae Young, and this is what Atlanta couldn't do to Trae Young. Atlanta is attacking Trae Young. Every time I seen Ben Simmons,
You mean the
he
Knicks?
got
You mean
Trae.
the Knicks? You mean the Knicks?
The Knicks, my bad. Yeah, the Knicks are doing what the 76ers are doing what I thought the Knicks should have been doing, but they don't have the personnel offensively to do it. Trae Young is too little. Attack this guy, man. Every time Ben Simmons, Trae Young, I feel like every time Ben Simmons see Trae Young on him when he cross half court, somebody said this on SportsCenter too, and said the exact words they saying. He just attacked his ass every time. He just go to the basket. Being out of score, but if he gets you 15 and fucking 10 assists, I'll take that. Because he line to get you 7 to 10 rebounds. So I just think there's no until Atlanta showed me, because they won one game, right? But even the game they won, they didn't stop Philly. They just shot out. Their offense was super productive. They just shot out, but Philly still scored over 120 points that game. It was 128 to 124. So even up until this point, they have not stopped Philly. Philly has only stopped Atlanta, and that's why they got these last couple wins. So until I get the counter from Atlanta, I can't back them. I can only back the 76ers. If you like Atlanta, I suggest you take them first half because you probably get that desperation. You know what I'm saying? We got to have it tonight. Like, but exactly, no answer for CP3. There's no answer for Embiid right now. And they can't foul him like they used to do Shaq because the dude can shoot. So we're probably going to see Hacker Simmons tonight. I can guarantee you that because it's desperation, bro. If they down, I don't know what they gonna do. And then that pressure gonna start. The more they get down, the more they gonna feel that pressure tonight. And that crowd is gonna be quiet, and everybody gonna be on pins and needles. Like, can we do it? Can we do it? I don't want no team playing like that. Like, I need a team that's gonna be. Coach is probably trying to talk, and I've been going over. So when Coach come in, man, I'm just praying Embiid don't go out mid-game. That's my only scare. Yeah, that's the only thing as a Philly backer I would say we need to worry about is like Embiid nicking his knee, or you know what I'm saying. You think not having Danny Green defense, not having Danny Green, man. I just argued with Moneyline about this shit today. One more person bring up fucking. My bad, Coach. I'm gonna let you go. You want a mic check real quick, and let me say this, and you got it.
Nah, go ahead.
All right. I was arguing Moneyline about this shit today. If one more person brings up Danny Green, like this nigga is the third piece or a major key role, Danny Green played 4 minutes. 4 minutes last game. That's how many minutes he played last game. I don't care who he's holding. He doesn't need to be on the primary defender. He played 4 minutes last game, bro, and they won by double digits. They don't need no fucking Danny Green. Danny Green, bro. Danny Green shot. Go look at Danny Green numbers this playoff series, and you tell me if they need Danny Green. Because I just looked them up before we out here because I was arguing with Moneyline because he brought up the same Danny Green. I'm like, do y'all think this? Man, y'all got to. This is not Danny Green from San Antonio or even Toronto. The Lakers let him go for a reason. The man shot 1 for 5 last game, 1 for 4. The game before that, like he from 3, and then the first game, Trae Young used Danny Green. I mean, he basically retired Danny Green. I don't think Danny Green gonna be back with Philly next year, and it's all because of Trae Young. It's because of that one game with Trae Young. Fucking Danny Green, dog. Stop it, bro. Like,
T,
I'm gonna respect Danny Green the first couple years in the league. Yeah, he was a good defender and a good 3-point shooter, but the man is 1 year younger than me, man. He born in '87, man. And I
T,
ain't out here running around with no 22-year-olds, no cats, dog. Danny Green, get the fuck out of here.
T, that
Bro,
boy did come up big in game 2. I ain't
by
gonna
doing
lie.
what? He made a couple threes.
He played some
Man,
good
nah, man.
defense that set them on a run, bro. I was
Bro,
watching the whole game.
bro, we
But I
talking
agree
about
with you.
Danny Green, bro.
He's not
So you
the
saying the man? I'm saying the man played 4 minutes last game
yeah, because he got
before he got
hurt.
hurt. Right, right. My
But
point is
but
they
hold on, hold
won
on, hold on, T.
128 to 111 without Danny Green. That's what I'm saying.
Marley,
Like,
hold on. But we don't know if the man was already injured in the last game for his minutes to
no,
be
what
that
I'm
long.
saying is, no, what I'm saying is he only played 4 minutes last game. So he played the whole, so pretty much they played the whole game without him. So I'm saying, and they still won by double digits. I'm saying they don't need him.
All I'm saying, Marley, is in game 2, because I won first half with the Hawks and second half with what's the
Don't
name?
make me do this to Danny Green, man. I don't
With
want to look
Philly.
up Danny Green numbers, man. I just did this with money line each
Hey, so
game.
no, I hear you, but sometimes the numbers don't identify with the
I
impact of
can
a
agree
player
with
on the
that.
field.
I can agree with that.
I'm telling you, dog.
I can agree with that.
I
I'm not
watched that when
not disagreeing with that.
hear me out.
Thank
When I
you.
put a
I
lot of
agree with
money on
that.
the game,
Because that's all I'm saying.
I watch everything. That boy had a big impact in game 2 to put them on a run.
I'm
I mean,
not
he came
saying he
down,
didn't.
boom. He hit a
I'm not
three,
saying he didn't.
played
I'm
defense,
not
stole the
saying he
ball, assist, layup, boom, boom. That's a quick 5-0 run.
I'm not saying he didn't do the things that you just said he
Okay, so
did.
what are we arguing? That he's not a big influence in
I'm
the matter?
arguing
Or?
that with or without Danny Green, it doesn't matter. That's what I'm arguing. They don't need him to do anything. He is not an integral role piece on their team. He
Okay,
is definitely interchangeable, is what I'm saying. Whether you put in Thibault or you put in Shake Milton or you put in Corkrum, the foreigner, I'm just saying Danny Green is not going to make the. I'm not okay. Play like this. I'm not saying if they lost, if the 76ers lose today, I'm not gonna be. I'm saying they're not gonna be in the locker room like, man, if we had that boy Danny, we probably would have put it off today.
but this is a young ass team. Who's the oldest player on their team? Probably Danny Green. You know what I'm saying? Now,
It might be Dwight Howard.
No, Dwight Howard ain't no leader though.
Danny Green is 33, bro. He not that old. I mean, he old. He been around for a long, but he not old.
In sports, 33 is old, bro.
Okay,
36
so
is old in
I think
sports.
Dwight Howard is a little older then.
And Dwight Howard is poo. Dwight Howard ain't no leader. Dwight Howard has never been a leader.
Danny
That's why
Green is the leader. Don't give me that.
he could be a leader, a
He's not
vocal
the
leader.
leader of that team.
I mean,
Joel Embiid is the leader of that team.
no, I'm saying I agree. He's the leader. Okay,
He's the
but
who?
we talking about from a veteran standpoint. There's certain shit that vets bring to the game that the younger niggas don't. Danny Green
Man,
got
Embiid
rings,
ain't
regardless
no
of.
rookie no more, man. That man
I ain't
been in
say
the
he
league
was a
like 5
rookie.
years.
I said he's young. Did I say he was a rookie? If I did, I didn't mean that. He's young. He's still some young boys. Look how he acts on social media. That's young nigga mentality.
He
So
don't act young, no. I'm just saying, bro. Danny
boy,
Green, bro.
hell, that
Danny
the
Green.
nigga was,
But we
bro.
arguing about Danny Green, bro. I'm not gonna argue about
Hold on. Now I'm
Embiid
arguing
personal life.
about.
I'm just talking
Now
about
I'm
Danny
hold
Green,
on.
bro.
Now I'm arguing about you saying Embiid is the nigga was just on the floor doing suck it in game 1.
I can give you Embiid. I'll give you Embiid's childishness. I'm not gonna argue that, but I'm not gonna let you argue me about how Danny Green's important to the Philadelphia 76ers. He's like 5th on the list.
I'm not
Like,
saying
stop it.
I'm
Bro,
not
he
saying
played the last
dog,
game. Game 1.
there's some
Bro, game
things
1.
that
0
vets
for
bring to the
4 from
game.
3. I'm just gonna read out the numbers. 0 for 4
But see,
from
that's
3, game
but
1.
T, you're not
2
understanding.
for 7, 30 minutes, 4 points. Come on, bro.
T,
I get you, dog.
there's
He had a
certain
moment
things
in game 2. I
that
give
you
you that.
statistically cannot jot down from players. And I'm not just saying that in defense
I
of
know, but
Danny
Danny
Green. There's
Green's not
certain
no
stuff.
voice in the locker room, bro.
How
He's
you
not even
know?
that
How
kind of
you
cat, dog.
we don't know that. But I'm gonna say this: if I'm looking around the room, I'm gonna look to the nigga that got the most rings in the room. regardless if we like it or
Come
not, or
on,
his
bro.
game
You
went.
not
If
listening
his
to
game went,
Danny Green, dog.
okay,
Stop playing with me, PJ. Coach,
what?
stop playing with me, bro.
Wait a minute,
Stop
what?
playing with me, bro.
So you're saying he didn't have no impact on them rings?
I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying he didn't
Okay.
have no impact. I'm saying they down in the locker room. They down by 7 at halftime. Danny Green not giving a halftime speech.
How you know that? How do you know
Come on,
that?
bro. Ain't nobody listening to no
You
Danny
think a big
Green, bro.
broken? You think a big broken English ass is gonna make a good motivational speech? You ain't got
MB,
no
I'm
rings.
gonna go listen to MB. I'll listen to Tobias Harris. I'm not saying I won't listen to Danny Green. I'm just
But
saying
you gonna
you.
listen to
I'm just saying
you
you've
gonna
never heard Danny Green speak. He's not
so
even that
so
kind of guy.
okay. See, now you're
You
gonna make
don't
me go
think
look up
you see
inserts
Danny
of
Green and
coaches.
see we hear about those guys like the dude from the Lakers, Dudley. We hear about Dudley. Like niggas listen to Dudley. I understand what you're saying. He's no Dudley though.
I guarantee you tonight, before the game starts in the first quarter, Mark Jackson or somebody's gonna talk about the veteran leadership that Danny Green brings to that
Okay.
organization. I guarantee tonight will be the
Hey,
night we will hear about it.
hey. All right.
Tonight will be the night we hear about it. All I'm saying is, if I'm
Like
looking
I say, it's
around
all
the
right.
room, I'm not going to Seth Curry for motivational speech. I'm not going. I'm not going to Seth
I
Curry.
understand what you're saying. I'm saying Jared Dudley can give the motivational speech for the Lakers, but I'm saying we hear about shit like that. Like I've
because
heard Dudley.
okay,
I know I know Dudley's role for the Lakers. That's not Danny Green's role for the 76ers.
how do we know that though, bro?
That's what
We
I'm
don't know.
saying.
How do we know that? We don't know that. You don't know that. Just
Well,
because the
just
media,
like just like just
so
like
hold on. Just because the media don't say it, don't mean it don't happen. I know you smarter than that now, my brother.
no, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. Me saying what
Okay,
I'm saying has nothing to do with the media. That's one.
Dudley, Dudley talking about
I'm
Dudley
saying
doing
just
the
like
rock.
you can assume he does based off whatever information you assuming that he does on, I can assume that he doesn't. And I'm
Marley,
saying
I'm
based off
looking
what
at
I've seen throughout his career with San Antonio, Toronto, LA, now Philly, never heard him talk, never heard about any of his teammates saying he's a locker room guy, never heard none of his teammates say he's a leader. He might
Marley.
be a good teammate and all that stuff. I'm just going by based off what I've heard
Marley,
from,
look
and
at
I've
the
heard
teams.
nothing of the
Marley,
sort.
think of the teams you just named and think of the the
I'm
vets
not
that they
saying they
had in
can't.
those locker rooms.
Coach, he
First off,
could be.
when he was with
I'm not,
San Antonio, he was a bona fide role player, and he had Tim Duncan. He had what's the little
what is
PG,
he
the point
now?
guard.
He's not a bona fide role player now.
He's not.
You think he a bona fide role player?
Oh yes. Just okay. Listen, bro. So, I put it to you this way: if he wasn't, Doc wouldn't bring him on, especially after the season he had last year with the Lakers.
They let him go. He didn't have a good season last
Exactly.
year.
Exactly. You think
He
Doc
finna get
Rivers,
let go
who just
again.
Marley, you think Doc Rivers, who just got a new job,
Did you
first
see
year
what Trey
somewhere,
Young did to him in that game, bro? They finna let this nigga go.
I can't speak. Damn, let me speak. Let me speak. Hit that cigarette. Hey, you think you think you think Doc Rivers gonna put this nigga on the line first year in Philly? Philly
Yes.
media is the second worst media when it comes to sports besides New York.
Why
And
are you
for him to
gonna
be
keep Danny Green?
say that again,
Why would you keep him?
because he can have an impact. That is a young locker room.
I
Nobody in
can
that
get
locker room got
somebody else
rings.
that can have an
No,
impact for less money.
but will they have the tutelage? Will they have the knowledge, the info, the shit that they
Yes, I
learned
can
from
go find a
Popovich?
vet
From
better. That's why
Popovich,
the
bro.
Lakers let him go. You can go get Jared
Popovich,
Dudley.
bro. The Lakers was stacked. He showed that he wasn't bad. Sometimes it takes a nigga to move around from different camps to fit in. He fit in good at San Antonio till everybody started wearing
Yeah.
off. He fit
He
in
fit
good
in
with
good in
Toronto.
Toronto.
He,
He
he
did.
and they won a ring. He
He
didn't make
just old
rings.
and he can't do the things he could when he was in Toronto
All I'm saying,
anymore.
listen, I'm saying they're not gonna die by Danny Green being out, but I'm gonna give him some respect that he brings. I know he brings a
How do you know that?
veteran.
How do you know that? Just like you
He
told me.
got.
How do you know that?
I'm gonna take for one the game that I saw, game two. Every time out, the nigga was coaching up the guards, the back court,
So
back
what about
court.
okay, okay, cool. I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you that. So if you
Game
can say from
one,
what you saw, okay, look, I'm gonna give
Marley,
you that.
I'm telling you from what I see. Game one, when they were down, every time they got to a timeout break, he was the first one on the card.
He was
Talking
getting
to these,
used though.
I'm talking about when he's on the bench, bro.
He was
Oh,
getting used though. He should be the first one to do everything when your man was getting done, man. I agree with LJ, man. Let's move on, dog. Danny Green.
we ain't moving on. We ain't even do my pick, bro. Let me do my pick, bro.
I mean, move on from the conversation from Danny Green.
I'm just saying, I ain't saying he's a big role. I'm just saying, put some respect, a little respect on that nigga's name. We don't.
Then he got a ring, man.
He brings something, bro. Game two, the nigga came up big. Game two, and I watched that entire game.
He did, man. Hey, he did.
What game we on now? Game 4. This game 4.
Yep.
He said it's not worth all this time. All right, man.
Danny Green, PJ Tucker. Come on, man. What are we doing? What are we doing?
All right.
What's your play, Doc?
My play is Philly first half. I'm riding with the first half. And I like the 76ers to win game 4 -3. Put that down for me, man. Put that down. I'm a vet. Put it down for me real quick, dog.
Philly first half and full game?
Yes, sir. Come on, dog. That nigga was under Popovich, dog. That's knowledge, bro. You bringing knowledge into the locker room. Niggas might not show up all the time, but come on, man. I'm not saying he that nigga. I'm just saying you gotta respect that nigga been in the game for that long.
I mean,
I ain't putting no bands.
How am I not respecting him? Because I think the Philadelphia not gonna miss him.
Nigga, you came on this whole talking reckless about him. That's how you started the conversation.
What's talking reckless? I said Danny Green.
Shit. He out of there.
Are you serious? You think a nigga gonna be missing Danny Green? I'ma still stand by that. That's not disrespecting that man.
And all I said was he came up big second half in game 2 for them boys. He came up big, bro.
He did. He did. And I'm saying in game 1 he got used and abused, and then I'm saying in game 3 he didn't play and they didn't need him. That's all is that disrespecting him or are those spitting facts?
No, we gotta get
that whole.
But you were saying
tell the truth. It's not hating, man.
But I didn't say you was hating, but you were saying some stuff that was like, damn, put some respect on this nigga name.
What did I say? Disrespectful. I said they don't need that man.
You pretty much were saying he was a bum.
Jay Crowder does bring veteran leadership to the and if you look at his point total, he brings more points and he's a 3-point. I bet his 3-point percentage right now is better than Danny Green's. I bet his 3 points made during the playoffs are better than Danny Green's, and his defense is probably better than Danny Green's. He out there holding LeBron. So I mean Jay Crowder, I get that. I rock with Jay Crowder. I'm not disrespecting Danny Green. I'm just looking at the games and you point out a half that he had. I'm pointing out a whole game he got abused and a whole nother game where they won by 15 and didn't need him. That's all I'm saying. It's facts, not disrespect. Disrespect will be saying they don't need to have that nigga on the floor at all. I'm not saying it.
You pretty much called him a bum in the beginning of your.
That man's a champion.
In the beginning of your sequility.
That man's a 2-time champion. I stand by everything I said though. But he's a 2-time champion. I'm not disrespecting him. He didn't play up to his caliber though.
Jay Crowder brings that
and he brings toughness.
Yeah.
PJ Tucker does not bring. Stop playing with me, LJ.
LJ trying to be funny.
Yeah, he being funny though. He brings toughness, I guess. That's about all I can give PJ Tucker. He's not even hitting the 3 for the Bucks right now. I guess he brings toughness. I guess.
Danny Green. No, not Danny Green. PJ Tucker.
I don't know.
What's your play? You ain't even jot the
I did say my play. I didn't say my play. My bad. Hey,
you ain't put it down on the banner.
Oh no, I did not put it on the banner.
I got it.
Yeah, because I'm
arguing about niggas arguing about Danny Green and shit.
Danny fucking Green.
We over here arguing about light skinned nigga, man. Come on, dog. I know you don't like light skinned nigga, but come on, man. That nigga brings something to the table. I know he fell off last year, but shit.
He fell off this year too.
Then when we go open mic, read out this year's compare the 2 stats from last year and this year. I know
It's
last
no,
year he
it's
did
no
this.
point. It's no point. I know the answer. I just did this earlier today with Moneyline. He was
First half.
supposed to bring that corner three. Yeah, he left that hole here. Yeah, he left that hole. He left that hole right at
Who?
right
PJ
down there. He
Tucker?
left that. Huh?
PJ Tucker?
Yeah, he ain't been making no threes from the books,
Oh
dog.
man,
Like he used to do
bro,
for us.
y'all did not watch yesterday's game. That nigga hit like three in that corner, top corner.
And that might have
Three.
been the only three he made this series, bro. Stop
Hey
playing with
man,
me.
you only as good as your last game, bro.
I didn't say he didn't do nothing last game. We said he ain't did shit for the Bucks. If you want to say, oh, he did
How
something
many
for the
games he
Bucks
been at?
one game, I'll give you that.
How many games he been out? You say you like 76 money line or minus the three?
I like money line, and he been over there since the trade deadline.
It's 3.5 right now. We gotta roll with that 3.5. That's what I'm saying, Prince. That nigga was killing it yesterday on them
That's what I'm
threes, man.
saying. I'll give you that, man. If you want to say that man was killing yesterday, that's cool, man. He been over there for about 4 months though. That's all I'm saying. We not finna have these arguments, man. Y'all boys is tripping, man. KD is averaging 30 against this man. What are y'all talking about? I'm like,
I didn't say his defense. I
yeah,
said
you right,
he been
coach. You right.
popping them
I don't know what
threes.
you're talking about, Hebrew Prince, man. Like, we finna stop doing this shit, man. We not finna do this Danny Green and this motherfucking PJ Tucker. We not finna do this shit, man. What the fuck are y'all talking about, bro?
So who you want to argue about? You want to argue about the superstars?
Yeah, you gonna tell me
We gonna
we can
argue
argue
about
about the
with Devin
CP3 really deserved MVP over
Booker,
Jokic. That's the argument. I'm not finna argue no fucking Danny Green.
Jokic. We're
Y'all
gonna
want to
argue
argue about
about.
Aaron Gordon and Monte Morris and shit. Nigga, no, we're not finna do this.
Hey man, it takes a team to kick. I said that to anybody. You gotta have role players. I can't
You
have
gotta
ten
have
for the
them. We're
superstars,
gonna talk
dog.
about the ones that's producing. We're not gonna talk about the ones that's not.
Danny Green ain't producing.
Tucker and niggas not producing. Y'all naming the game. Jordan Clarkson
Ice
been producing.
Joey Clarkson. Here we go.
Let's go.
Utah Jazz taking on the Los Angeles Clippers. This game is still in LA at the Staples Center. It's their house because they still in the fucking
That
playoffs
ain't
right
their
now.
house.
This line opened up in favor of the Clippers -5, and since then that line has kind of stayed at the same spot as well as the total 223.5. Let me double check. Yep, it has stayed in the same spot. Utah Jazz, number one seeded team in the conference. 58-22 on the year, 46-32-2 against the spread, while the Clippers are 52-30 on the year, 44-36-2 against the spread. Get to these actual factors for the Jazz. They're 5-1-1 against the spread in the last 7 games. The overs hit 7 out of the last 8.
No
They're 6
bullshit.
they're 6-1
I
straight
bet,
up in the
bro.
last 7 games, 10-4-1 against the spread in the last 15 games against the Clippers, 11-4 straight up in the last 15 games against the Clippers, 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games on the road, 9-4 against the spread in the last 13 games when playing on the road against the Clippers. The overs hit 4 out of the last 5 this season, and they're 4-2 straight up in the last 6 games played in the month of June. The Clippers, excuse me, they are 11-5 straight up in the last 16 games at home. 4-9 against the spread in the last 13 games when playing at home against Utah. 1-4 straight up in the last 5 games against an opponent in the Northwest Division. 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games played on a Monday. And the unders hit 6 out of the last 9 on a Monday at home. Utah Jazz injury reports. Mike Conley has been downgraded to out for today's game. Devin Mitchell will be playing, but is he 100%? That's going to be the big storyline for tonight.
Yes, sir, it is.
As far as the Clippers, yeah, we all heard the news last week. Serge Ibaka, he's not going to be returning at all. The Clippers won last game, 132. 132-106 was the final score in LA. Clippers taking on the Jazz. What you got, Marley? Is he here? All right, he's not here. So I'm going to kind of go with my plays. In the first half, this entire series, besides game 2, the Clippers have been playing pretty good in the first half. Was it game 2? Game 2, game 1. Game 2. Besides game 2, they played pretty good in the first half. I do like them to come out a little motivated. The referees, like I said last game, were going to be on the side of the Clippers. So I expect the Clippers to kind of come out on fire again tonight. I got one play for this, and that's going to be the first half for the Clippers. So it should be -3, 3.5 maybe. But I like it because they've been playing great besides the game 2 of this series. Full game wise, I don't know, man. They depending on how Mitchell starts, but even in the 2 games, in my opinion, 2 games that they played in Utah, they played pretty well. They could have won the games, both games, but they only got out of there with none. So I expect them to tie the series up tonight as well. But as an official play, I like the first half Clippers.
I hate the Clippers, dog. I really do. I don't use that word a lot. I'm a conscious man, dog. Hate is not a word I use very often.
So with that being said, you taking the Clippers?
Huh?
So with that being
Clippers.
said, you taking the Clippers tonight?
I hate with that being said, with that being said, my play for this game is actually on the over 223.5. I kind of want to join you, LJ, on that first half over. Is that all it is? Is 110? I don't know how they go come out offensively, and I'm scared about Mitchell. He might need to have to get going. I don't know. So I stayed away from the first half. I do like Clippers first half money line. I did parlay 76ers money line, parlay with Clippers money line, 2-team parlay. That's how I took care of that game. But separately, just on an individual play for this game specifically, I took the over 223. I think all the games have went over so far, if I'm not mistaken. But even in the blowout last game, it still went over the 223. And honestly, it's just because I don't know what the fuck is going on with Mitchell. He hurt his ankle. It's not the first time he hurt his ankle. He tweaked it. Say he gonna play. We gonna see how much he can go. But like without Mitchell, this team they ain't gonna beat the Clippers. So that kind of concerns me. But I hate the over, man. 223. That's my play. And my parlay is 76ers money line, Clippers money line parlay, 2-teamer. That's kind of how I attack this game.
What scares me about that over, especially that first half over, is Gobert. He's been playing slow in the last 2 series. He started off slow in the first half. So I would be scared about. That would be the only thing that scared me about LJ's play, taking the
And
over.
see, I think the Jazz only scored 109 last game, but the Clippers scored 120 or 130 something. So I can get a blowout and still cover a 223. But if that first half starts slow, like you've been saying, and then I want to say the last game they started Kawhi on Mitchell, and nigga Mitchell didn't score for the first 3 minutes. He didn't score until 2 minutes of the game, 3 minutes into the game. But the Clippers are the Clippers, man, and I'm still a little hesitant to bet on those guys. It's really mainly because Mitchell is fucking hurt. I don't know. I just don't know what I can get.
Well, I don't know. I just think they're a different animal when they're on the road. They're not the same.
That too. And we knew that was gonna come out last game. It was desperation. They had to win. This is I don't think you're gonna get that same desperation from game 3, but they still desperate. I think the Clippers gonna win today, honestly. I don't know if that means they win the series, but they're gonna even things up today. Get a little rest for Kawhi. And honestly, when Kawhi rested, that nigga played good. And if you get the same Paul George that's been playing, especially last game, if you get that Paul George, then they something to be dealt with with a hurt Donovan Mitchell anyway. If Donovan Mitchell is hurt, the Jazz are not going to even be close. No Conley and no Mitchell. They need both of them. I think they'll beat the Clippers at full strength, but without either one of them. And we know Conley's not playing, so you got a banged up Mitchell. That's not enough.
Yeah, no, I agree. Want to get to these $5 come ups because I do, and one kind of got some. I got $3 in there. I just want to clear it out real quick. $5 come up. But before we get there, let me do a review. Marley likes the 76ers minus 3.5 for the full game, and he likes the over in the Clippers versus Jazz 223.5. As far as myself, I like the 76ers first half -1. Give me that. And I like the full game -3.5. And I like the Clippers first half, excuse me, -2.5. All right, what were you saying? No $5 come up today?
No $5 come up. You know what I'm saying? It was on. I had a $5 parlay, but it was with soccer. I'm more
So let
soccer.
me ask y'all this: Montreal versus the Knights. You and LJ and you soccer heads.
What
They got
game
the
is this? The
Knights.
first game?
I guess so, but they got the Knights -250
Ooh.
at home.
At home. This is game one, man. I might take them. I might take them Canadians, dog. So the thing with the Knights is they play defense. They can't really score a lot of points, but they can play great fucking defense. Canadians can score. They tricky. So if they can score enough, they can go. The Canadians put like this: the Canadians can go in there and beat the Knights. I don't know if they will, but for the value, I probably would take it.
Okay. I just did a little struggle parlay.
Struggle
Cubs.
parlay. If you're doing a parlay, I'll probably take the Knights.
I did the Cubs. This is just to clean out one account. I ain't tripping on this. Cubs money line. Arrieta's pitching today against the Mets. I like the Boston Red Sox at home today. I'm gonna take our guy with the Chicago White Sox. I think that was Brian who said that. I'm gonna follow him on that.
Yeah, that
With
was Isaiah Bryan.
Glass and Lynn on the mound, I'm gonna take that. 76ers first half -1, Clippers -2.5, and I like the Canadians. I'll take the Canadians
Oh, I
plus
do got a
210.
parlay over here. I did one this morning. Cardinals, Giants, Dodgers, Jazz over.
Cardinals, Giants.
Cardinals, Giants, Dodgers, and Jazz and Clippers over 223.5.
Okay.
That was my 4-teamer today. Other than that, man, I just got the 76ers on them and the Clippers on the money line parlay. 2-teamer.
What about props? You got any prop bets?
No props today.
Okay.
No props today. I'm gonna be 100 with y'all, man. The props are not done today because I got my ass whooped on Poland earlier today. So if we don't hit today, I'm gonna be making a deposit tomorrow or tonight. So we was light on the props today, but I'll tell you what props I do like. Props I normally take. I normally look at Ben assist prop, Ben rebound prop. Check those out. Embiid point prop. I saw somebody post in the chat Embiid point plus assist prop. I don't know what his assists are, so I can't really speak on that one. But he normally give you from 8 to 12 rebounds, so that might not be bad. But I normally take Ben. I look at Seth Curry over 2.5 threes if that's still there. I normally look at that. Tobias Harris. I look at his rebound props a lot. For Atlanta, I look at trade points prop, assist prop, and Herder's 3-point props. LJ just posted a whole bunch of shit. Hawks, Bogdanovich, 3.5 threes. Embiid, points, rebounds, assists, over 44.5. That's probably not a bad prop. Embiid, points, rebounds, assists. He'll probably get you 30.
So on that, they calculate, they put everything together, like points,
Yeah,
rebounds,
on
assists,
the
all of
points,
it.
rebounds, assists, yeah, it's everything added up has to equal that over that. So
Okay,
I never look at Embiid's assist props, but he's gonna get you close to double digits, if not double digit rebounds, and then he'll get 30 tonight probably. So that puts you at 40 right there. You know what I'm saying?
He like Mitchell over 3.5. Man, that's
Mitchell over
I
3.5.
hope he
He
played a
shoots
full
a lot of
game.
them hoes. The thing with Mitchell is 3.5 seem like a lot, but he shoots so many like James Harden do. Like
Nah, I
his,
hear you. Will he finish the game
but
is
yeah,
my
is he gonna
concern.
play? Right. Clarkson over 3.5. He gonna shoot a lot of them hoes.
I
I don't
like
know
that
about
one.
Reggie Jackson. I know he been hot lately, but I don't
He
know.
should he should hit
I don't
him
know
up.
how many he be shooting the game. So when I take 3-pointer props, it's not necessarily what I personally look at is not necessarily how many they make, which I do look at, but I'm more concerned with how many they take. You know what I'm saying? I want a nigga that's shooting like 8 of them hoes. If he got to make 3 or 4, I want a nigga that's shooting like 8 or 9 of them hoes a game every time. Like Harden, he might not make a lot all the time, but he finna shoot like 9 of them hoes. So your chance, I just need a nigga that's gonna shoot a lot of them hoes.
Well, you
You know
know,
what I'm saying? Like,
Reggie, what was I gonna say?
but Reggie been
Red,
hot lately though.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. His 3-point shooting is what really closed out Game 6 and 7 versus the
Right.
Mavericks, man.
Cause he been hot. But see, he probably only shooting like 4 of them hoes a game. And like
Nah,
that shit not
he's shooting a lot.
he shooting a lot.
I
Yeah, yeah,
know
he
Game
shooting a
6 and
lot.
7, he shot a lot.
Yeah.
Um, then I
If
didn't
he's
watch
shooting
too
a
many
lot, that's
Clippers.
good. Then yeah, that's good. That's how I judge it off of. I want a nigga shooting a lot. That boy posted MB average 35, 10, and 5. I was gonna see, I ain't know he averaged 5 or 6. Then yeah, that's good. Cause that's why I say his points and rebounds can damn near get you to 44 by itself. It'll at least probably
Right.
get you 40. Right. So yeah, that's a good prop for sure. I didn't know Jordan. I seen that boy Brian. Who was that? Isaiah post Jordan Clarkson from San Antonio.
Yeah, I know that.
I did not know that. That's a good prop right there, Reggie Jackson, man. If I hit that Philly prop, I might go look at those. That MB, not MB, but that Clarkson. I don't like that Clarkson. That Reggie Jackson might not be bad though. If he's shooting as many as y'all say he's shooting, if he's shooting like 6 a game, I'll take that. But see, 6 a game, still that means he gotta be shooting like 50% from 3. Like nigga ain't shooting 50% from 3. That's what I would be thinking about. But he been hot as fuck lately.
Oh man, I need a good night. I need a cash out night, man.
Open
Damn.
mic, Dame pissed. Denver lost to Suns. Shit, I don't know about Dame pissed. Shit, he lost to he wasn't beating the Suns neither. That's my guy. Man, Dame either got to get another superstar to Portland or he got to leave. You know what I'm saying? Other than that,
Let's
ain't
see
shit
what's
happening. I
going
heard
on.
D'Antoni applying for the job.
How you feel about the female coaches?
They need to go get Sam Cassell or
I said, how you feel about the female?
what you
He
think?
just. I said, how you feel about the female coaches getting interviews, and this nigga say they need to go get a nigga.
Yeah, that's pretty much my answer. And it's no knock
Yeah,
against D'Antoni, honestly, but it's like that's the shit they do though, bro. That's the shit they do. Just recycle
yeah.
all these old ass white dudes. You know
I
what I'm
mean, that's
saying? Like, and then like I said, ain't no knock on D'Antoni everywhere. I mean, I think it's gonna be an improvement. Look, if he gets the job in Portland, this is what's gonna happen. Dame scoring and assists is gonna go up. He might get an MVP. Same shit with Harden. He might even take their ass to the second round or to the conference finals. That's as far as they're gonna go. Like, just get
man. That
somebody else,
was
man. My thing is give somebody else a chance, bro. Like this nigga done had jobs everywhere. New York, LA, Phoenix, Houston. All right, damn, my nigga Sam Cassell been sitting on the bench with Doc Rivers for like 15 years. Can that nigga get a shot? Chauncey Billups been on the sideline assistant. Can he get a shot?
how many years did Steve Nash assist?
I mean, what?
How many years did Steve Nash assist?
I don't know if he was an assistant anywhere, was he? Was
I
he
don't
ever an
think
assistant?
I don't think so,
And then
dog.
that nigga came, and there ain't no knock on Steve Nash, bro. But like, that's the kind of job. Like, why Mike D'Antoni can't go get a job like Charlotte? Send this nigga to Charlotte or fucking Indiana or fucking this nigga Steve Nash get the Nets job with fucking KD, Kyrie, and Harden. Like, how you lose? You can't lose. You're not gonna lose too many games.
I'm
Meanwhile,
trying to
niggas be
see
having
what.
to start from the bottom, dog. But you know, America, bro. What can I say?
Yo, Steve Nash has no fucking coaching experience. I knew
Nah,
it.
he ain't got no coaching job, bro. He was like helping out in in Golden State. And the thing is, KD vouched for him for when he was out there. I'm not hating on Steve Nash, bro. I'm just saying, I'm just pointing
Nah,
out the
we just
obvious.
we just we just talking about the system.
Because I don't want it to seem like, but
So they're
shit.
looking at the head coach from the women's South Carolina team is getting looked at. I forgot her name. She used to play for us back in the day. The Comets. I forgot her name. I can't think of her right now. But she's getting a look. And then the female assistant down there in San Antonio, they both get looks.
Getting looked for the head coaching job.
Yes.
If them bitches get chosen over Sam Cassell or Chauncey Billups or somebody that's been sitting on the sideline as an assistant for like 10, 15 years, I'm gonna be pissed.
You know, who I really want to get coaching gig back? Mark Jackson, dog.
I know he deserved it, and they're not gonna give it to him. I think he had all that. He did something with a bunch of religious shit at the Golden State. It was a bunch of shit. But my thing with Becky Hammon is that's the white girl you talking about. Becky Hammon putting her time in. I wouldn't be mad. I take that back. I wouldn't be mad at Becky Hammon though. Like she put her time in with the Spurs. She been
Yeah.
with the organization for I know like what 4 or 5 years now.
So she got the vibes. She got the vibes of
I, I can respect
practice,
that though. I can respect if you
coaching,
came in and
coaching,
put your
coaching practice amongst men. On a daily basis. You know what I'm saying?
right. You been
And
in the
she
locker room with them niggas. You been in the organization. You put your time in. I can respect that. I got no knock against that.
and she can
I mean,
hoop.
I still might not feel like she deserved the chance over certain people, but I can respect the fact that she put her work in. She put her time in. Steve Nash ain't do shit, bro.
But does Sam Cassell even want to be a head coach?
Yeah,
I
you
know
don't want to
every
be in. You think he wants to be an assistant coach?
now I'm gonna say this. I know every coach wants to be a head coach, but there are some coaches that are just perfectly fine being assistant coaches that
I get
don't
it.
want
It might
all
be.
that headache and
It might be.
politics and shit like that. Because when you're a head
It might be.
coach,
I
it's a
think
lot.
he's thrown his name in the hats a couple times. I don't know though. I can't say I personally seen him come out and say I want to be a head coach. So
Because he's Don Staley. Because he's man, he been with rocking with Doc for a minute, and he just
right.
okay, I'm just gonna give
Well, I
for
know some of
example
those times he got passed over though. Some of those times he wanted to be a head coach. Now, if he
for
still does now, I can't say.
I'll give an example. My minor protein. For the longest I was an owner and GM. Then I jumped into the head coaching gig, and I wanted to give it to my defensive coordinator, but he was like, "Nah, I don't want that. I'm perfectly fine being a DC. I love playing being a DC." Da 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 da. Same as like in my high school, there was a coach who was like, "Yo, it's your turn to be the OC," and he was just like, "Nah, I like being just quarterbacks coach, type shit." So there are coaches that just like to just focus on their niche because there's a lot of coaches that once they and this happens a lot in football. Rex Ryan, off the chain defensive coordinator, not so good of a head coach. Who's another example? Romeo Cornell, excellent defensive coordinator with the Patriots, not so much of a good manager with fucking as a head coach. You know what I'm saying? So that we got because I haven't heard Cassell apply for no jobs in a minute or been looked at. Maybe that's something I need to look up, but he might just be perfectly happy rocking it with Doc and letting Doc deal with all the headaches and shit.
I mean, if that's the case, that's what it's turned into. I know at one point he wanted to be a head coach.
Why is Mark Jackson blackballed? Didn't he say some shit about religion?
No, he is blackballed for that shit that happened in Golden State. It was
So what
like the
happened?
way it was the way he was doing. Yeah, that's what I thought too, LJ. Well, I mean, I can agree with Coach. Probably not everyone, but most of them. Cassell interviewed for the Rockets job. I know because he wanted to be a head coach. But Mark Jackson, it was something to do with like how he was making the players go to like Bible study and everybody had to be like a Christian. It was something deeper than like. And then he got into it with the owners, and it's like he got into it with the owners to the point where the owners are, how like if you're an owner of an organization, you want to hire him, you call the owners of, who hired him before, like how is he to work with? And like niggas is not feeling Mark Jackson right now. Mark Erstein. Coach, you got the place?
Yeah, I'm about to
You want to
post
post the
him.
place for him?
Mark, be sure to subscribe and like.
Yes, sir. Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd is blackball too right now. They keep bringing up his past issues. He was Jenny Buss wanted him for that Lakers job. If y'all remember, he got hired first as an assistant. Then they hired Frank Vogel, but she wanted to hire Jason Kidd. And then Dame wanted Jason Kidd right now, but they started bringing up his past, so he took his name out the hat. Say, man, I think Hawks may surprise us, IDK. I think they won't, Jalen. Shit. Can't trust them. They haven't stopped Philly yet. No, haven't stopped Bill O'Brien. Who just posted that in the chat? Why are we posting Bill O'Brien in the chat? What's going on?
Bill O'Brien was a good offensive coordinator. He was.
Oh, okay. I'm
Not
trying to
so
figure out
good
what
of a
he was
head
referring
coach.
to. Was he
Bill
a good offensive
O'Brien,
coordinator?
he got Super Bowl rings with the Patriots.
I mean, was that Tom Brady or was that Bill O'Brien?
Coach, I mean, T, you're a coach, bro. You coach. That
I
shit is
do.
hard. Okay, bro. It's
I
a
mean, I just coached
grind,
Little
bro.
League, man. So, it's not the same. I'm just
High
Little
school
League.
is 7 days a week, and that shit's a grind. I mean, we prep and practice. You got to give it to. I feel you the talent wise, but man, there's a lot more than just
I
statistics
think I think
and
Tom Brady
that
might have
go on
got
the
a lot of niggas,
field.
a lot of offensive coordinator jobs. We gonna see though where he at right now. He in Alabama, right? But see, it's like I'm saying, like so when Alabama shine this year, is it gonna be because of Bill O'Brien and he came with a live ass offense, or is it gonna be because Alabama got 5-star fucking recruits at every fucking position?
LJ, what was he saying though? Man, that was so long ago. Because I was just like, yo, this dude built that team. He literally built that team up. And then
Yeah,
boom,
some
what
shit
you
like that.
see?
Yeah, Mark Jackson. It was a lot of shit going on with Mark Jackson, bro.
And Steven J. Like I know he was coming out in the playoffs. He was saying some reckless shit
I don't know
during the
what happened to
playoffs.
Skylar Diggins. She was dating Durant. That's all. That's the last thing I remember. I think how once she fucking with Durant, or maybe he was just going to her games. I don't know. But yeah, Mark Jackson, man, it was a bunch of shit was going on with Mark Jackson. I can't remember the stories, but
I'm about to look it up real quick,
I
man.
like
Let's
the
see.
over in the Utah game. I stayed off the total in that game, but yeah, over shouldn't be bad. Atlanta ain't playing no defense. We know that much. They can't stop Embiid.
Why isn't Mark Jackson
I
a
gotta get ready to go to my
coach?
pool tournament. Well, I don't gotta get ready and go, but I got a pool tournament today.
Hold on, I want to see this real quick. Mark
Now we
Jackson
good. I'm
played
not
for
in
the
the rush.
Warriors for 3 seasons. Was fired shortly ago to say lost Game 7, 2014 to the Clippers, despite various media
Hey,
personalities
coach. Hey,
publicly championing.
where you got your son at in that UFC? I'm thinking about putting my kids in it.
Uh,
Which one y'all go to?
it's a Brazilian jiu-jitsu spot
Who?
on Broadway. It's a Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Because here's the thing,
Mhm.
man. I work with him on his boxing shit. You know what I'm saying? We
Right,
got everything we need. He used to take boxing classes
right.
at a gym, but I was just like, yo, this shit. The only difference in there is they got a ring, and two, there's kids available for him to spar. So I like everything else. I'm paying all this money. This shit we could be doing at the house. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? So he
thanks.
does that for the striking, and I got him in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu because coming up, I always known shit from the Gracie family shit like that jiu-jitsu shit is crazy. You wrestle a nigga, you get a nigga to the ground, it's pretty much a wrap. So
Elijah's daughter is like going to might be qualifying for the Olympics for that shit soon.
I did not know that. And you know what's
Hell
funny?
yeah.
I just saw that boy the other day, because my niece had a dance recital at her school that she
Yeah.
used to
Ain't
go to.
she about the
I
same age
saw
as
her.
your son, huh?
Yeah, they're the same age.
Yeah, cause
Jordan's, I
she
think,
fight the dudes. Like at qualifying, she was going against. He say the only
bro,
reason she couldn't go this year because she was like too young. But she came and
bro,
like he showed me some shit. Like she like they look cold in that shit. like
bro, she
like you said, she
big.
probably gonna be going to the Olympics for that shit soon.
She big. Like she got the height of Elijah and the size of her mama. Like
Yeah,
I saw her, she looked like a grown ass woman. I wasn't looking at it like that. I was just like, damn, look how big she fucking got. And
yeah,
so thinking about it now, I'm like, damn, she probably is kicking ass
yeah,
on
yeah. He showed me some
cause
shit. She cold as a
bro,
motherfucker.
she looked like a legit for her age. Oh, bro, she'd be on
She
varsity,
killing.
bro, as a
Yeah,
as
she
a
killing. He
as a
said the
left
only reason she
tackle.
couldn't go, she was too young.
If she was a boy at that size, she would have been on varsity as a left tackle. Not starting, but she would have been a 4-year letterman,
Yeah.
in my opinion, at that size. Depending on what school she went to. Like she going
Right.
to Thurgood, she in that thing. But anyways, it's a school. I seen the information. It's a school
Yeah, I want to put my kids in some kind of
right
juju.
around the corner. But what was I looking up? Oh yeah,
Ray, I'm
this
trying to race
Mark
some
Jackson
nigga be
for
cold
the
as my
Black
elbow.
Ball League. Well, the Regulars has decided it's 10 minutes in
I
podcast.
want
I
these
don't know
niggas to
why.
learn these leg kicks.
There are a lot of things that are brought up. Really, I think it comes down to either you're informed or informed. If you're informed,
Yeah,
you
Mark
understand why
Jackson.
Mark Jackson doesn't have a job. If you're uninformed, you're all screaming all sorts of accusations about what the
Yeah, I
Mark
kept
did. A
cutting out.
couple of the
I can
really
get a quick
positive.
recap. All right, Queen, we got you. People you come with and laying in the
I
car.
don't know, bro. This sounds like some YouTube video I have to watch and hear from them, and they show what the fuck went down. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, it was a bunch of shit. But LJ, right, like he got taped. I remember them saying this shit. He got taped by a coach. Do it. Yeah, that's, and he got on that assistant ad shit. Yeah, it was crazy.
Queen,
And
recap real quick.
that's why I just posted our plays. Now I'm posting
Okay.
yours. I just posted mine, post yours. Yep.
Yeah, Dave, I saw that. I took the guy that broke his arm. That shit was nasty. You know,
What was
but that
nasty?
guy, in the UFC match, some black dude got his arm. Well, he didn't break it; it was dislocated. Because later on, during the Figueredo fight, they came and said
Figueredo
Dana
fight?
White.
That's the only fight I ain't bet on, man. I wanted to bet on Moreno so bad, but I didn't. But I
Man, they
parlayed
couldn't.
Leon Edwards and Adesanya. That's why I want to put my kids in UFC. I want them to start leg kicking niggas like Adesanya do.
Queen, I'm around there with you. I didn't lose that much on them exactly, but I done lost that much. I think this week, ever since I went hot. So
Damn, fuck, you can't predict Kyrie getting hurt. Yeah, that shit crazy.
that was some.
Nigga, no.
Okay, let's talk about that,
I missed that part because I didn't see this nigga arm dangling.
bro. That shit snapped. Bam.
I'm
When it
glad I didn't
snapped,
see that shit.
I was like, yes, this nigga was a
Fuck.
215 underdog. I'm
No,
glad
I
he
did
didn't
not.
break it. I'm glad it's dislocated.
Then I was juiced when Jokic. Yeah, I can't believe they ejected that nigga. That's crazy.
Me too, Queen. Queen, I basically took him -8. I was juiced too. Marley will tell you, I was in the chat. Yeah, he done. Blowout. Ended the night saying, man, that shit weak. Da 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 da.
Niggas in that
Let's
whole
talk about
screen.
let's talk about that Bucks game. Did you really watch that game, bro?
What game?
Bucks Nets. Did you really watch the game?
Nah, I didn't, man. Once Kyrie got hurt, I kind of just was
Bro,
okay. I heard
that
them
was
with the refs was like just
that shit
letting them niggas
was
foul all day.
terrible. That shit was terrible, bro. It was terrible, dog. Bro, I tweeted. I said, "Bro, this is up there with that 0-2 game between the Lakers and the Kings. It ain't there, but man, that shit was man. I'm like, come on, bro. It was like KD wasn't getting no calls down low. And
Yeah,
nobody, whoever
nobody.
was
I heard
attacking,
nobody was getting no
whoever was
call.
a, whoever was attacking the paint and trying to attack the rim, for the Nets, you weren't getting no calls, bro.
Them boys say
Fucking
they say that shit look like '90s basketball.
bro, and whatchamacallit? Me Too Queen. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I took. Well, I didn't take the minus. I took the plus and still lost. But they got to do something about Giannis, man. He getting 12, 13-second counts to shoot his free throws, bro.
At the free throws, I don't even understand why he wants to take that long. You sitting up there thinking about it for 13 seconds. Nigga, get up there, dribble, and shoot the ball. What you doing?
Yeah, man, he was doing too much, bro.
Who
I'm
taught you
like,
that? You got a wrong psychology person. That's not getting yourself
bro,
longer to think about it.
bro. I counted one time. I got to 12 Mississippi. Mississippi counted, dog.
One time they showed the replay where he got called for it and they put the ticker next to it. They still gave that nigga like 12, 13 seconds.
Man, that's crazy, man.
Because they not even used to calling that shit. That's not a call you see. This nigga be tripping. I don't even understand why you taking that long, bro. You got 10 seconds. Are you not? It's so much shit. He thinking so much. That's how you know he thinking so much. He ain't even thinking about the time no more. Like, normally a nigga be counting in his head. If you knew you was taking that long, he thinking about so much. Like, bro, just get up there, take a couple dribbles, take a deep breath, and shoot the fucking ball. What are you doing? I don't even understand NBA players that can't make free throws. Like, because I feel like you been doing that shit your whole life. I know if I was doing something my whole life, I'd be real good at it. And I did it every day, all day. And that's all I did. And then it was something I enjoyed to do. Like, I'd be so good at shooting free throws. I'd be at least 70, 80%. I wouldn't be 16, 50. These niggas kill me. Like, it may be big niggas because their hands too big, but niggas like Giannis, bro, niggas like Russell Westbrook, bro, you shouldn't be bad at shooting free throws. But you've been shooting free throws your whole life. You can't shoot free throws.
So Harden and Kyrie out for tomorrow's game.
Yeah. I wouldn't rush them niggas, dog. Fuck it. Kyrie, I don't know. I don't think you're gonna see him the rest of the series.
And then
maybe Harden, I don't know.
And then we don't know what happened with what's his name? Blake Griffin. You know, we don't know if he's hurt too.
So yeah. I mean, if that's what I guess if you the Bucks, I mean, you know, you will take it, right?
I know DC Houston Cameron, he happy. He texted me one Kyrie when I said that's another star. I'm like, hey man, that's all I got, man. I need to load up my account and get ready. You got anything?
Nah, Doc, that's it, man. I gotta go get Blue Magic, put her together, and get rid of shit on this pool table.
That's a bet. Well, y'all be safe, man. Lead us out with the hashtag. Oh, real quick. Hey, we got our Facebook page back. It's a new one, but go show that love again, and we get everything back popping for all you Facebook watchers.
So, man, our new people, man, y'all like, comment, you know what I'm saying, hit that little subscribe, little bell, whatever it is on whatever platform you watching this on. And as always, man, let's beat Vegas. We out this motherfucker.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way, got no coach.